Alright, so I have yet to do one of these videos basically where I go and I tour my studio for y'all, and I just made a mix, so I was like, oh, this is a good time. I'm bored, not much to do. It's a Wednesday night, it's Connecticut, there's never anything to do. But yeah, so I'm going to go through my studio, and what I'm actually going to try my best to do is tell you how I hook everything up for different situations, because I always wanted to see that, but like nobody ever like goes through how they hook stuff up. And maybe there's you out there that likes that. So I'm going to do this in one take too, because I don't feel like editing it. So, alright, so bear with me. Let go. Alright, so starting over here, this is the bulletin board. Every studio should have one. It's important. Okay, so basically what I have right here is this my subwoofer. My speaker system, it basically just consists of what is it, just like regular home speakers. I think those are Yamahas, but they actually kind of look like studio monitors, so I took off the covers and let them, you know, so don't be like, what studio monitors do you have? Because they're not studio monitors. But yeah, okay, so as you know, obviously, hopefully, I'm a DJ, but I also do production, so I just, not recently, but I got this keyboard a few months back. It's a MIDI Man USB 49. And if you're like, what's MIDI Man? I'm pretty sure that's M Audio before they like became M Audio. So it's quite old, but yo, it gets the job done. I'm not like a hardcore producer, so. And then, you know, my DJ setup, which consists of Numark Axis 9 CD players and a Numark X6 mixer, which is awesome. Got the built-in effects. I did a video on it, so if you're wondering about that. I also have two Gemini XL100 belt drive turntables, which suck like whoa. They're seriously the worst. And the needles don't even work on them anymore, so I gotta get new needles. So if anybody wants to donate to a good cause, right here, this is my dead headphone collection. My album cover. Junk is hot, right? Smooth over. Ow. And then this is like the main thing. I use just a AV receiver. It's a pretty nice one though to power everything. And then I got a 5-disc changer on top of it for easy listening. My old CD collection, which I don't use anymore, thank God. And my vinyl collection, which is small but growing. And by the way, if you're looking for vinyls and you live in a semi-hood area to like intense hood, and you're looking for hip-hop records, yo, I suggest you go to your local Goodwill. You might be surprised. I got like all of these records from Goodwill. So, yeah. And then DJ Hero controller. So yeah, so how I hook up my DJ setup, everything just goes into the Serato box, and then it runs through the computer. I'm not really going to explain that because that's simple. But, yeah, so if you're wondering why I got two laptops, it's because I'm really cool. And, no, seriously, it's because, one of them is my laptop. This ugly one is mine. It's, like, the official DJ Eff laptop. But I got Serato on my dad's laptop just in case, you know, I go to a gig and, you know, the worst happens and the other laptop just crashes. You know, I could maybe run over and grab this one real quick. And I got a Toshiba, like 150 gigabyte external. This is how most of my recording gets through. It's a Behringer Xenix 802. It's a phantom powered mixer. I use this for recording and actually for the road to go from my mixer to my amplifier into my PA system. So, yep. And then this is my mic collection. This is my dynamic mic I use for just like when I'm on a gig with my setup. This is actually a video shotgun mic, which is pretty handy to have. I've actually used it as like a dynamic mic before. I wouldn't suggest doing that though. It's pretty nice. And then these are my MXL mic kit. Got two of them. It was a graduation gift from my sister. Love you. But yeah, this is actually a really nice mic. I'd suggest it if you're on a budget. It's only like 79 bucks, like 80 bucks. So if you need a condenser mic and you're like on a hardcore budget but you want it to sound good, I'd suggest that. What else do we have here? This is the studio couch where everybody comes and chills when we're making dope beats or dope tracks. Guitar Hero, guitar or rock band, whatever. Cold air intake pipe, yeah, because you know you got to keep it miscellaneous. And my cello, which I try to incorporate into as many beats as possible. Staple gun and nails, because sometimes you're working with the artist and they're just not hitting those notes. And you're like G sharp, but all they're getting is G. And, you know, sometimes it takes some, you know, positive reinforcement to get them up that half step. But yeah. Stool, because sometimes you can't reach the mic. And sometimes you need to step up to be tall and sit down to be small. Alright, and then probably the hotness of the studio, the booth, which recently got redecorated. I like literally just bought this 2 nights ago, the moving blanket. It's helped a lot because I used to have just flimsy like thing on the walls that wasn't even all over the wall, so it helps. And then I got this blanket over here, and behind this blanket it is the like equipment closet. You probably really can't see, but I have a lot of miscellaneous items here, so I keep everything. 2 extra mixers, 2 extra laptops, 2 extra speaker covers. So, you know, if you see anything you like, holla at me. You know, everything comes with a price, but make sure that price is right. Anywho, yeah, but then this is the other mic, the CAD GXL. What is it, 220? I really don't know. So I usually keep it up because it has the shock mount and it looks the most professional, but then I'll just go and use the MXL because it sounds better. Yeah, so got the moving blanket, and then right here, this is what I used to have all over the walls in here, but I kind of doubled it up. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 layers, and not sure if you can hear, but maybe the sound sounds different, but it's definitely dampened in here. It's not as bad as it used to be. So how do I plug this in? Well, the mic runs all the way down, comes up, and goes into the Behringer mixer, and there's really like nothing plugged into it now, but I'll go from these RCA outputs to my laptop into the mic input, and I use Sony Acid, and I record the tracks from there. But I also go from my computer's headphone output into my DJ mixer, out through the headphones, back into the booth so the person can hear the song that they're working on. And that's how I basically go about that. I really don't have a complicated setup, so plugging stuff in is really not that big of a deal. But yeah. So that's the DJ Eff studio. That couch is epic. But you know, I feel like there's something I forgot, but probably not. Yeah. Anywho, can't believe that took 8 minutes, almost 9. Shaking my head, but yeah, that's my studio. And oh yeah, by the way, this actually works really well. This is like, I think one of those like cheap blankets you got from JetBlue, but if you layer it up like 5 times, there's actually like 6 layers on there. It sounds really good. It's like really dampened. I don't know if you can hear that. You probably just see my lips, but oh no. Okay, yeah, it sounds good. Like, it's really dampened. So, alright, that's that. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Let's go.